recently now. The recent one is a comedian, podcaster, MMA ringside interviewer, Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan, I ain't gonna hold you, went on a wild, crazy rant about using the N-word, and he did what they always do. He issued his apology. I could pull up a clip. I don't know if you guys are at work right now, but this is how you say it, not safe for work, and NSFW. YouTube put the disclaimer out there. This is going to be used for educational purposes. First, I'm gonna play, I guess, like a clip from India Ari speaking about why she's taking her music off of Spotify in protest of Joe Rogan.
My music be pulled off of Spotify. So check this out.
No white people. Says, okay, take me to this one. And the guy goes, okay. I goes, is that in a good neighborhood? He's like, oh, yeah. Guy barely speaks English. He takes us there. We get out, and we're giggling. Oh, we're going to see Planet of the Apes. We walk into Planet of the Apes. We walked into Africa, dude. We walked in the door, and there was no white people.
I also think that Joe Rogan has the right to say what he wants to say. I also think that I have the right to say what I want to say. Spotify is built on the back of the music streaming. So they take this money that's built from streaming and they pay this guy $100 million, but they pay us 0.003% of a penny. Just take me off. I don't want to generate money that pays this. Just take me off. That's where I'm at. Again, this is why. Watch this.
You know,
The nigger thing.
yeah,
Saying the word nigger.
You've already said nigger.
D is just like nigger. Saying nigger.
She's calling you a nigger. It's like this.
Boy, that he's a nigger, but starts calling them niggers. Word nigger. There should be a word like nigger, especially like the word nigger. That's our nigger. About niggers. He says nigger. Guy, a nigger. And there are niggers. Start saying nigger. Allowed to use the word nigger. Out the word nigger. See nigger. Word nigger. Say nigger, and he couldn't say nigger. Most nigger.
So we know how social media can be. Things can be doctored. However, I want to be clear, in no uncertain terms.
All right, so she basically saying that she want to take her music off of Spotify because Joe Rogan excessive use of the N-word. I feel her on that, you know what I'm saying, of Spotify because of Joe Rogan. And I'm like, all right, cool. There's some things going on with Joe Rogan that got to be discussed. Let's be real. So Joe Rogan, he's at a position where a lot of people, I don't know, want to be at or strive to be at, but they are there. You know what I'm saying? So it's like Joe Rogan is becoming more popular than the news outlets. Or let's say Joe Rogan is more popular than news outlets. We got to pull up all this information of Joe Rogan using the N-word. And I'm like, okay. And when they did that, now they have us, black people, emotionally attached to this and saying that we want him off of Spotify. This wasn't a black people's fight until they pull up all those clips of him using the N-word. So now if they start using all those clips of him using the N-word and pulling him off, he's not the only entertainer that uses the N-word or that uses the N-word that's not black. Because, you know, that's the argument. But we'll get into that later too. So the argument is, if you're not black, you can't say it. So he said it a lot of times. But now, how come we're not coming at other entertainers and pulling up their past and saying that it's time for them to get called out? Because the other entertainers are not saying things about COVID. This stuff that Joe Rogan said is not new. It's old. So now they're using our emotions, our trauma to be like, all right, this is what we got to use this now. This got to be our next tactic. And we're falling for the banana and tailpipe, as they say. Not to saying Joe Rogan is racist or not. You know, I don't know. I don't know if Joe Rogan is racist or not. I'm not even going to go down that aisle or down that whole type of thing. That doesn't matter to me. But what does matter is that they're using us part of their fight now, because Joe Rogan is speaking out against COVID and having different doctors on there combating what they want to say about COVID. So since that's going to be since that's his MO, they ain't feeling Joe Rogan no more. So they got to use all stops. And I'm like, all right, let's pull up another quote unquote, I guess, controversial entertainer from back in the day that's doing this type of stuff. So we got Jimmy Fallon and Jimmy Kimmel. So start off with them. They're not getting pulled or getting blackballed, or people not showing pictures of solidarity of Jimmy Kimmel and Jimmy Fallon and pulling back like The Rock, or like what's his name, Andrew Wang, the politician. So Jimmy Fallon not going through this. So let's pull up the clip of Jimmy Fallon. So now we got, this is Jimmy Kimmel doing blackface, being Karl Malone.
Sticking all kind of hell up their butt, and that's a damn thing. Now, Karl Malone never seen no flying saucer himself, but if he do, that's gonna be a spooky time. That's why Karl Malone say government got to step up and give 102% to keeping them little green man off this here earth. Because the day them dudes stick something up Karl Malone butt, well, that ain't gonna be no good time for nobody, especially Karl Malone butt. Listen up, E.T., you better stay the hell back. Nanu, nanu. Until next time, this here Karl Malone.
Rock, now we're talking. Where
So
is
now this is Jimmy Fallon. That's Chris Rock.
I've seen Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, and guess what? Not a lot of black folks on the show. Right. Not a lot of black folks on the show. You know why? Because black folks don't like to answer questions. Oh, they want to be millionaires, but you got to ask that kind of questions like, in 1981, how many grams of crack did Rick James smoke when he recorded Super Freak? Regis, you think the only way to get a brother on the show is to name it Who Wants $50 cash and a pair of Pumas?
Father's Day.
That's just mean. That's just straight A.
All right, just give you a backstory. This is Justin Bieber. Right? Justin Bieber telling a joke about black people that they try to hide forever. But now this got pulled up as well.
Father's Day.
That's just mean. That's just straight A.
Why are black people afraid of chainsaws?
Don't even say it. Don't say
Run,
it.
nigga, nigga, nigga.
You can say motorcycle too.
So why black people scared of chainsaws? Run, nigga, 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 nigga. So that's Justin Bieber. So we ain't coming out here protesting and saying that we need to cancel Justin Bieber because Justin Bieber's not saying things against the establishment. But you know, he's a kid. Maybe he only did that once. You know what I'm saying? They got that on video. Maybe somebody did that to him. But no, it gets a little better.
One less lonely. One less lonely. One less lonely. There's gonna be one less. If I kill you, I'll be part of the KKK. Then there'll be one less lonely. There's gonna be one less lonely.
So if I kill you, I'll be part of the KKK. There'll be one less lonely nigga. So Justin Bieber got two things on his resume that we're not canceling Justin Bieber for. But we okay with canceling Joe Rogan because Joe Rogan said things is against the establishment. They be like, all right, Ron, I know those, you know, Justin Bieber, you know what I'm saying, he make all these songs, you know what I'm saying, what's that song, Peaches or whatever. Yeah, we all love Justin Bieber, yada, yada, yada. So let me pull up this Howard Stern clip because this Howard Stern clip is even more outrageous than all of them. So Howard Stern, he goes onto The View and say, I ain't never said the N-word. But you know how the internet goes. Internet always pull up receipts. The internet always pull up receipts. So let's pull up the receipt of Howard Stern. All right, so this is him on The View saying that he never used the N-word.
I didn't use the N-word. Let's be very clear. Hey, Robin, what does you call a black rocket scientist?
So now, let me give you a backstory on this. So this look wild crazy. This is Howard Stern, right? With Sherman Helmsley, a.k.a. George Jefferson, on his lap. So Howard Stern is playing Ted Danson. I think Ted Danson back in the days did a blackface type of thing. And at the time, Ted Danson was dating Whoopi Goldberg. So now, Sherman Helmsley is playing Whoopi Goldberg, and Howard Stern is playing Ted Danson. So now you got Sherman Helmsley. You got Sherman Helmsley sitting on Howard Stern's lap with a wig on and and a mock like Whoopi Goldberg, and you got Howard Stern with all blackface speaking like this. And yeah, I see my brother in the comments saying that Howard Stern did grow up in Roosevelt with Eddie Murphy, but that's still no excuse. But let's play this clip.
I don't know,
A
Ted.
nigger. Whoopi wrote it. Whoopi wrote it. I want you to give us a kiss, you smelly coghead coon. I love you.
May I say something here?
Mm-hmm. Oh, you can say whatever you want, you smelly nigger. Whoopi wrote that.
That's it, Ted. You didn't know I was going to say that. Whoopi had no chance to write it. I don't accept that kind of language. You can call her whatever you want, but you don't talk to me that way or I'll leave.
Well, don't let the door hit you on your big black ass, mama, on the way out of here. Now, where was I? Oh, yes. Now, Whoopi, you is a filthy nigger.
I didn't write that.
Well, you is a smelly nigger, so what's the difference?
Look, you two, don't you think you're going to ruin your career this way?
No, no, no. What's wrong with you? This here routine is showing people that we is not afraid to confront our racial stereotypes. Looky here. We is a nation of racists, and we must break through that barrier that we done constructed for ourselves. Can't you?
That's Howard Stern. And yes, Howard Stern was trying to cancel Joe Rogan a few weeks ago. And yes, that is George Jefferson on his lap, sitting on his lap with a wig on, playing all the stereotypes, saying that he's being Whoopi Goldberg. And like I said in the beginning of that clip, Howard Stern said, I never use the N-word. I never use the N-word. It's not about, I'm not offended either. It's not about being offended. Right, Mo? It's about why pull out Joe Rogan and not pull these other ones out. Thank you for watching. This is a clip from my weekly show, Wednesday Night Live, every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you enjoy this content, please hit subscribe and turn on notifications. Also, check out these other videos that I have available as well. Thank you.